Welcome to Pro Animal DC Petitioning Training. My name is Katie. I'm the DC Campaign Director, and I'm so excited you've decided to join the campaign to stop foie gras in DC. I remember the first time I got signatures to help animals, and I was absolutely terrified, but I ended up loving it. I'm especially excited about the foie gras initiative because I honestly can't believe that it's even still allowed to be sold in DC. There's no reason birds should be force-fed for luxury products, and it's time to end it for good. Plus, a force-feeding ban in the nation's capital would send a clear message that the United States wants to move past such egregious animal cruelty. So this initiative does two things. It will prohibit the force-feeding of birds in city limits and the sale of force-fed foie gras at restaurants and grocery stores. If passed, it will be the first ever citizen-initiated ballot measure to end foie gras in the United States. Similar legislation has already passed in California and Pittsburgh, and we're excited to make DC the next city to say no to cruel force feeding. We have 6 months to get enough signatures to qualify for the ballot, and since a lot of signatures won't be valid, we're aiming to get 40,000. Our signatures have to be turned in to the City of DC in July 2026. It's definitely possible, but we're going to need all hands on deck, so I'm really excited you're going through this training. Once we qualify, voters will see our ballot title on the November 2026 ballot. Our initial polling said we should win, but it's going to be a close race, so there's going to be plenty to do after we get on the ballot. If you don't live in DC, then you need to register at the Board of Elections before your first shift. They're open Monday through Friday from 8:15 to 4:45 p.m., but it only takes like 10 minutes. Even if you live in Maryland or Virginia, you still need to register as a petitioner. When you're registered and ready to come to a shift, sign up for it on Stampede. This helps organizers know who's coming, and you can find out all the details on where to meet. Right before you come to your first shift, there are a few things you'll want to keep in mind. As far as your appearance goes, you don't have to dress fancy, but it is helpful to look clean and professional. One activist in Denver wore a Mario hat to all his shifts, and not only did people love it, but it helped him get more signatures. Feel free to wear something creative that shows off your personality. Just avoid anything that could confuse voters, like t-shirts with controversial messages or other organizations' logos. Once the shift starts, it's go time. You have 5 to 7 seconds to capture somebody's attention, so make sure you have your most memorable talking points memorized. Here are a few examples of pitches we found to be successful so far.
Hi, quick signature to help ducks.
Oh, sure. What's this about?
Are you a DC voter?
I am.
Awesome. So have you heard of foie gras?
No.
So foie gras is actually a French delicacy, and they make it by force feeding ducks. They shove a tube down their throat, and they force feed them till their livers actually grow 10 times their normal size. And it's extremely painful. It pushes on their other organs. It's actually a liver disease. Would you be willing to sign a quick petition to help us end that?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Thank
oh my
you.
goodness.
Hi there, are you a DC voter by chance?
Yeah, I am.
Would you be willing to give us a quick signature to help create a more ethical dining scene in DC?
Sure, what for?
So have you ever heard of foie gras?
No.
So foie gras is a French delicacy, and to make it, they force feed ducks and geese with grain and oil until their livers expand, and it's extremely cruel. Would you be willing to sign a petition to end it?
Sure, that's horrible.
Awesome, thank you.
A lot of people find asking, "Are you a DC voter?" is the best way to start.
Hi, are you a DC voter?
I am.
Would you be willing to quickly sign a petition to end the force feeding of birds?
Sure.
Awesome, thank you.
I personally always ask that because I've wasted so much time explaining to people how bad force feeding is, only to find out they wouldn't be able to sign it anyway. Eventually, you're gonna get rejected.
Hi there, quick signature to help us end foie gras and the force feeding of ducks and geese.
I love foie gras.
Well, we hope that you change your mind. I'll be here for a few hours if you decide to come back.
Just say thank you and move on to the next person. Remember that reacting negatively could hurt people's perception of the campaign and have a negative effect on animals. We're here to represent the animals, so it's important to treat people with respect. Now let's go over some body language basics. Every time you talk to a new person, give them a big smile. It's the best way to radiate positive energy and show them that you're not a threat. Next, you want to get on the other person's level.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, are you a DC voter by chance?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to sign a quick petition to help end the force feeding of ducks and geese?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Awesome, thank you so much.
It's important to radiate confidence, even if you don't feel like it. Fake it till you make it is usually bad advice, but this is one of the times it can really help you out. Once you got confident for a little while, real confidence will begin to emerge. Start talking to a voter when they're about 15 feet away and make sure you project your voice so they can hear you.
Hi there, are you a DC voter?
Yeah, I am.
Would you be willing to give us a quick signature to end foie gras, which is the result of force feeding ducks and geese?
Sure.
Awesome, thank you.
Here are a few important things to keep in mind when voters are signing. Keep at least 2 clipboards on you at all times so that it's quicker for groups to sign, and always carry extra blue or black pens. Organizers are responsible for bringing extra supplies to every shift, and I am responsible for making sure that you guys have extra clipboards, sheets, and pens. Make sure that all sections are filled out. If the voter makes a mistake, ask them to cross it out and move to a new line. Couples can't fill out information for each other, so be sure to ask every individual to fill it out for themselves unless they are disabled. All right, now I want to go over some pro tips. Oftentimes, we petition at permitted outdoor events such as farmers markets. Don't take it personally if a staff member, security guard, or officer asks you to relocate. Just move to a different area. When talking to voters, remember that people don't like the word ban because it has a negative connotation. It's better to say, we're trying to end or stop the sale of foie gras, instead of saying we want to ban it. Always remember that you represent animal activists. We're working to combat the negative stigma that animal activists have and make animal activism more inclusive, welcoming, and inviting to people who are not vegan or vegetarian. Use every tool in your arsenal to draw people to you and create a positive and memorable experience as they sign. This will stay in their mind, whether they change their minds about foie gras now or in 5 years. Take time for self-care and resetting after a rough conversation, and support your fellow volunteers. Never forget what you're doing for the animals. Your time and your presence are needed and appreciated. If you have a bad conversation, you can always complain about it at debrief. Speaking of the debrief, I want to go over what to expect when you show up to a shift. Pro Animal DC shifts start with a quick briefing where we all talk and decide where everybody will stand, pair people up for shadowing, and make sure everybody has the right supplies. After the shift, we gather for a debrief to share stories about our conversations. Having negative interactions is rare, but they do happen, and talking about them during the debrief can help you unwind. If it's your first shift, we recommend that you shadow another activist for as long as you want to. That way you can get inspiration from someone more experienced, and even help them out if you have advice for them. You can break off on your own whenever you feel ready. It's very important to keep track of your sheets, and when you're done with them, bring them to Pro Animal Meetup or coordinate with me so I can pick them up from you. Whenever you're petitioning, it's a great time to get other people involved in the campaign. If you meet a voter who wants to help out, invite them to an upcoming Pro Animal Meetup or petitioning. In DC, we have Pro Animal Meetup every Sunday afternoon. You could also have them scan the QR code on the back of your clipboard. It'll take them to a link with options for them to get involved, sign up for upcoming events, and join our voter block.
Hi there, are you a DC voter by chance?
Yeah, I am.
Would you be willing to give us a quick signature to end the force feeding of animals?
Oh my gosh, you mean like foie gras?
Yeah, have you heard of foie gras?
I've heard of it. I can't believe it's still legal. It's horrible.
Yeah, I know. Are you interested in meeting other people who don't like foie gras and potentially getting involved in the campaign at all?
Yeah, I would love to. That would be so cool. I didn't know there was a community here like that.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, how do I get involved?
Yeah, just scan this QR code and it'll give you all the information.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This QR code also takes people to our website where they can learn more about the initiative. All right, now that you've seen this training, the next step is to sign up for a shift and get out there. Thanks for being a hero for the animals, and
We'll see you on the streets.